Hey, what's up, everybody? Just going to answer some questions for challengers and just some of the things I've seen lately. So basically, you ask the questions and I'm going to answer them. So question number one is this: what results should I expect in the first week? That's a great question. Actually, the results you should expect in the first week, usually most people get about 3 to 10 pounds. I've actually seen up to like 15 pounds in the first week. And your best bet, I think why we're on it, we shouldn't get caught up with comparing yourself to anybody else because everybody's different. Everybody loses at different rates. Some people start off really strong, losing a lot the first few weeks, and then it slows down towards the end of the challenge. Whereas I've seen like on the other end, some people start off like really slow and then they pick up momentum going in to it. So I don't think it's a fair assessment to compare yourself to anybody, but it's good to kind of know what to expect the first week. And I think also why we're on it too, I've heard a lot of people say like either they feel a little bit sick or, the first week they feel bloated, they're not hungry. Those are all pretty typical because a lot of times we're pretty toxic. And I guess the easiest way to explain this is you're detoxing the first week. When your body starts breaking down fat, all the toxins that you've eaten over the last 15 years or however long, when you store fat, it all gets stored. See, you can tell this is live, the phone's ringing. So when you eat food and you eat more calories than what you consume, you store body fat. When you store body fat, those toxins in that food, whether it's pesticides, non-organic food, genetically modified stuff, anything that you eat, like highly saturated fats, will get stored into your fat. And you won't necessarily, you'll get those residual effects having that fat on your body, but when you start breaking it down, that fat has to go through your liver and detox. So that's why you almost feel like, some people feel like flu-like symptoms at first, they feel nauseous, and all those things will happen generally the first 1 to 2 weeks. Some people don't feel anything. Some people, depending on how shitty you feel the first week, will be how toxic you were going into the challenge. But the good thing is once you get rid of that fat and you get rid of those toxins and you completely detox your body and you set yourself up for better health. So question number 2, what if I miss my empty stomach cardio? That's also a great question. What if I miss the empty stomach cardio? It's the most effective done before breakfast. The reason why it's so effective is because you don't have any food in your stomach. So what are you going to burn when you first do your walking before breakfast? Body fat. So you burn body fat first and foremost because your body doesn't have to burn through food. So technically, if you do your cardio later in the day, it's not considered empty stomach cardio because empty stomach cardio is done after you wake up from a night's sleep from a fast, okay? So you're right before breakfast. Now, the second best time, because I believe everybody, and here's the most important thing, so listen to me very carefully. A lot of times we fail because we do not have a plan B or a plan C. So our goal is to develop a plan B. Your plan B would be your second best time or your third, and your plan C would be your third best time to do your empty stomach cardio or your walking, your cardio. So the second best time would be to right after a workout. So right after your boot camp class, go for a walk. There's a lot of people that go walking around the buildings at every location. Pick a group and go walk with them. It's great because you're going to burn, you burn through all your food while you're doing the boot camp. Then when you go walk, your body's just going to feed off its body fat. So it's an awesome time to do the walking, and that's great. Now, the third best time to be right before dinner. So right before you have your meal, your stomach's going to be kind of empty. You're still going to have some food digesting throughout the day, but you're still going to burn some fat. So that's better than doing nothing. A lot of people get a case of the F-its, meaning they wake up, they miss their cardio, oversleep their alarm, something happens, and they're like, all right, the whole day's ruined because of it. Don't think that way. You already know what your plan B, you already know what your plan C is going to be, and if you go through that, if you think about that going in, you automatically have a plan B and a plan C, and I suggest you do that even if you, for your food, everything. If you forget your food at home or something happens, something comes up, an emergency comes up, you have your plan B, whether it's protein stored. I know I've talked about having your protein in baggies stored somewhere at work, stored in your car. Always have those plan Bs and plan Cs because the one thing I can guarantee is there is things that are out of our control, and we have to be prepared for that. And the best way to do that is to plan ahead. Okay. Question number 3: when do I weigh in? Wow, that's another great question. When do you weigh in? You weigh in right before, on Saturday. Right before you work out is the best time. If you come see the front desk, they're going to get you weigh in. Tell them, hey, I haven't done my weigh in yet. We're going to get your official weigh in. We'll put you on the scale. We'll check your weigh in, and that way we've got your official weight. Now, second, if you cannot make it on the weekend, for whatever reason you're out of town, or you plan on working out Monday through Friday, and Saturday isn't your option, then come in Friday. And I was telling everybody just earlier that I'm totally fine if you come in Thursday, and the earlier the better on your weigh-in, because what happens is every Monday, no later than Monday, we meet with our whole staff and we go over each person's results line by line, and we look at where you're at, where you need to be, and then we reach out to you based on your results and we make changes to the program. So it's only to your benefit that you weigh in early. Now, it doesn't matter if you weigh in the morning or night, but also keep in mind too, by the time you drink 90 ounces of water, if you weigh in at night, you have heavier clothes on, you've eaten a lot of food, then your weight may be a little bit higher. It doesn't mean that you're not losing weight. So keep those things in mind when weighing. And if you feel like you haven't lost a lot and you're following everything perfect, try weighing yourself in the morning. And I always tell people, try weighing yourself in the morning. First thing, no clothes, no food, after empty stomach cardio, and you'll be all set. So I hope that answered your question. If you guys want to hear more answers to questions, please hit me up, and I will do some video posts for you.